we're back on the Mana Symbol channel. Welcome, welcome. Playing some more Modern. This is a little card I labeled as Naya 2-card Monty, but it's really a 4-colored 2-card Monty. It is splashing into blue just in case you have to hardcast Sahili Rai. Most of the deck is Naya, so what are we doing here? Well, 2-card Monty is a name for a whole bunch of different decks that have existed through Magic's history. Notably, the idea is that you combine several 2-card combos into a single deck. I think that that's a reasonably appropriate name for this, although you can tell me otherwise. It is similar to the Naya Planeswalker piles that have been popping up recently that have taken advantage of an interaction that I have played before and made a deck before. I called that one Maximum Lukkadrive, which of course was maximized by playing Through the Breach as well as 4 copies of Emrakul alongside Lukka, Coppercoat, Outcast, and Mana Dorks. I fixed that for you, Roy. So Lukka, Coppercoat, Outcast is 3 red for a 5 loyalty planeswalker, and the most important ability on him is -2, exile target creature you control, and you reveal cards from the top of your library until you reveal a creature card with higher mana value. Okay, so any of our 1-drops we can exile, and we're going to hit one of 2 creatures, either Felidar Guardian or Emrakul. If we hit a Felidar Guardian, we use the Felidar Guardian's trigger to slide the Lukka, and then we can activate Lukka again. Going from Felidar Guardian up to Emrakul, there's only 1 possible hit from that link. So we can use our Lukka to get an Emrakul into play that turn, period. But we can also use it to get a Felidar Guardian in play, and if we have a Sahili Rai, then we win the game on the spot. We also have Sahili and Felidar Guardian, as that combo is very well known. You create an infinite number of 1/4 cats, and you can attack your opponent to death with that. So Lukka is sort of a 1-ish card combo with any mana dork, where you get an Emrakul into play. Sahili plus Felidar Guardian is a 2-card combo that will go infinite. And then around that, you've just got a shell full of mana dorks, Oath of Nissa to fix and rummage through your deck and try to find the cards that you need. We've got Domri, Anarch of Bolas, I believe just here to sort of be acceleration, which is fine. I don't have any problem with that. We've got some Nahiris here to rummage and function as a little bits of exile, but she could also go all the way up to 8 and then get an Emrakul, which is, of course, the way you should be using Nahiri the Harbinger and not getting Niv Mizzet with it, even though I love the Niv Mizzet deck. You should be, of course, getting an Emrakul all the time. And Chandra, Torch of Defiance, is here for reasons I can't really fathom, but it seems generally quite good, especially in this deck full of like sort of heavy lifting stuff to do. Just getting 2 mana on turns or just ticking up to draw cards is good. Karn the Great Creator gives the deck a bunch of flexibility, plus you have the Arbor Elf Utopia Sprawl package, which could put Karn into play on turn 2. Crazily enough, this deck is playing Search for Glory, 2 copies. This is a snow sorcery for 2 and a white that says search your library for a snow permanent or a legendary card or a saga card. So basically we're using this for a saga, although we could get a basic land with it. Sorry, to get, legendary cards or a snow basic, but probably just legendary cards. Usually going to be Sahili or Lukka. And then we've got 4 Blood Moons because this deck could. I did not build this deck. This is something I, once again, have pulled off of the wonderful 5.0 deck dumps, but it seemed like a romp and a half, so I'm excited to try it out. Yeah, uncounterability. So Domri, Anarch of Bolas, does, with the +1, it says creature spells you cast this turn can't be countered, so could be good. Just certainly could be good. Yeah, I mean, 16 dorks and moored, 12 of them become Emrakul, so that's pretty cool. And then in the sideboard, there are 3 Madcap experiments and a Platinum Emperion to try to exploit that combo. We got some Veil of Summers, then we got the Karn Wishboard, so I'm excited to play this one. By the way, on your Zimone question, the Russian translation is Zimona, which is the same as the name Simone. But I do think that one is pronounced in 2 possible ways. Well, that's the reason I asked on Twitter about it, Shauna, because Simona, I know, is a pronunciation of Simone, but in English, usually we go with Simone. But it's like Terry. There's Terry and there's Terry, and like you, I, I'm happy to do either one. You know, Canada is Canada in English, right? And you'd think it would be Canada in every language, but no. In French, it's Canada. You know, in Spanish, it's Canada. I think in most most of the romantic languages, it's not Canada, it's Canada. You hit the A harder, and it's a difference in pronunciation. I don't think there's anything wrong with that. So I was just interested in Spanish. It's like in French. Exactly. Well, I think all the romantic languages are basically on the same page. I think I'm gonna keep this one. We've just got so many hot hits for this Oath of Nissa, and we've got 5 mana, so. Italian, it might be Canada. They might hit the second syllable harder, but in all of these cases, the point is there's nothing wrong with looking into different ways things can be pronounced and adjusting for them, because I think it's important. So like if I and it depends on the person too, right? Because if I talk to someone who's maybe a French speaker primarily, and I say, yeah, my name is Zach, and they're like, oh, Zach, and I'll be like, yep, that's my name, because I don't care. I don't need to get all snippety about how precisely they're pronouncing it. You say Zach, we say Zach. I'm like, that's fine, good enough. In Russian, it's Canada. Is that what I'm hearing from you, Shauna? Okay, so I've got a Sacred Foundry, Stomping Ground, so let's get the breeding pool. And then the only thing I don't have covered is white, which I do actually with Hierarch. So we're against Tron here, but it looks like I'm going to have a turn 3 Emrakul, which is pretty good. Which of these cards do I want? I already have my next land, so let's grab Chandra. Le Chandra. Le Chandra supérieur. But yeah, and I mean, attached to that question was the thing that they used to do pronunciation guides for Magic, and they don't anymore. All right, so the problem here is if they get Karn, then they can exile the Emrakul. But here's the thing. If I draw another land next turn, I can fetch and play Saheeli? No, I can't. Yeah, I think I just have to jam the Emrakul and hope that they don't have the turn 3 Karn. If they have anything but Karn, I think we win. If they do have Karn, it's going to be a little trickier. Yeah. I mean, we just jam here, so I don't know why I was pausing. I was pausing there to look into the future, but we don't need to do that. Arbor Elf is technically more mana, but Noble Hierarch's my only source of white. So we got the cat. Cat slides Lukka. Lukka come back. Lukka make cat into Big Mom. Karn, exile your Emrakul. Well, I can't do it again and again. We only have 2 Emrakuls. So play another Emrakul and hope. I mean, But I can set up for the Saheeli. So search, grab Saheeli, play Arbor Elf. Now I can exile the Hierarch. Oh, this time it went straight. Shoot. Because I needed it to reset my Lukka. Well. I mean. I was really hoping to hit the cat this time. Because Lukka's only on 2 right now, and I needed it to be on... I needed to get reset. Oh, they're just going to have the Ulamog. Nothing's going to matter. Oh, maybe not. Oh, they're just going to have a second Karn. Oh, no. They had it both. Okay. Alright. No sideboarding necessary here. We already have 4 Blood Moons main. So, and our Veil of Summer is Madcaps. We don't need either of these things. We just need to, draw it up like we just did. Green Sean is such a mother trucker, I'll tell you. So that's turn 3 Karn. Wait, turn 1 acceleration, turn 2 acceleration, acceleration. So that's turn 3 Karn with Liquimetal Coating. Yeah. I'm in. This deck feels goofy as hell, and I'm all about it. Prayer, Alex? Let me tell you, I got a sound bite for when we want to pray.
It's all over, people. We don't have a prayer. Ah!
Birds. 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 Hey, look, a birds. We hit Tron first. Yeah, we're at 7 man on turn 3. Get wrecked, nerd. Oh no! It's fine. Warping Whale out of the Tron deck. Gross. It's okay, we hit the land. It's a good thing we drew the land, though. Otherwise, I'll be up a creek on this one. Alright, I can't get blue and red, but most of this deck has red, so we'll grab the Sacred Foundry. Also, I have 3 Birds of Paradise, so I think my colors are pretty okay here, but we'll see. Excuse me. Would like my cards to activate reasonably. Would I like to grab a card with Karn? Yeah, I think so. I think I would, actually. Hey, opponent. I'm gonna turn off that tower. Oh, baby. You got a pretty tower. Be a shame if someone turned it off. Damping Sphere? I suppose I could have. Oh! What the flip? Oh my god, why would you have that in against me? Why would you have that in against me? Oh, that sucks. Why the hell would they have had this after last game? What, to kill my Oath of Nissa? Jesus Christ. Oh, that's the worst. There's like nothing else to get. Fuck. I don't we don't do that here, Mord. Afraid of Utopia Sprawl. You can see their name, but I don't we don't do that around these parts. Um yeah, we could. Um Damn it, it takes me forever to like go for Tormod's Crypt or Relic. And then yeah, but that takes forever, guys. Yeah, that takes forever. Forever. That takes like 4 turns to get it back online. I know it's not 4, it's actually like 3. But like I don't think we're necessarily beating them by doing that. Um what what I could do, well, we can get the relic, pop it, see what I draw, and then grab your Ryan, and then reset Karn next turn. No, that takes the same amount of turns. It takes the same amount of turns because the Planeswalker comes back at the end step. God damn, why did they have to have freaking Nature's Claim? That, I don't know. Oh my god. Can't even. Alright. Nature's Claim, my god. I don't even know what to do with that. Hell's the Chris plan? Concede? Oh, you mean Christopher. Walk-in Ballista. I got you. You okay, Mord? Seem like you might be having some kind of fit. Oh yeah, Ancient Stirrings for the power plant. Sure, sure. Yep. Totally reasonable. Absolutely. Oh, they have no payoff? That's wild. You're Ryan or Ryan. That's cute. Okay, okay, hold on, hold on. Was there no boat in the sideboard? I think there's just not enough room, Shauna. I didn't build the deck, but I would guess that there's just not enough room. So I can place a Healy, copy a Mana Dork, play Orion. Yeah. Oh, I don't have to copy a Mana Dork. I got you. Which I guess means I can do the scry one. I will bottom that. Oh, sorry, I don't have my board plugged in right now. Hold on. I'll get you for free, Mord. My bad. We misplayed? Where did we misplay? Well, okay, tell me. Ugin? Fuck. Come on. God damn it. Yeah, I see what you mean, Mord. Yeah, 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 you're right. I could have done that. Yeah, it's a crazy line. Well, I can get a Ballista and kill this Ugin. Then get the Liquimetal Coating the next turn. There's also no Pithing Needle and no Sorcerer's Spyglass here, right? So, I mean, this deck is not... This deck just doesn't have infinite slots. It's all good, dude. It's all good. I was looking at it, kind of thinking there must be something more I could do with it, but I couldn't. I didn't go too deep on that. I'm already down enough on clock. I didn't really feel like going too deep on it. Oh, for the love of fuck! All right, we're done here. That Ugin was too good. So Greentron, tough matchup when they snap off everything beautifully. But for the reference of the people in the future, the line that Mort had there was, instead of plussing the Saheeli, we play the Saheeli, then we play Urian. We use Urian's trigger to exile everything except the Saheeli. Then we use Saheeli to clone Urian. The game will put a clone into play that's a token copy. And before you choose to slide anything, it will ask you which one you want to keep. You keep the original. The clone copy dies. Then you have the clone copies trigger, though. And with that, you can hold on. Decide to exile the original one. Then the original one comes back at your end step after everything else comes back, and then exiles everything you have. Yeah, Mort. I was just trying to do 3 things at once. I understand it. It's not that I didn't know what it was. It's just that I was trying to mulligan at the same time. And I'm not sure I'm doing it correctly. Take the Sprawl. So I can't get to turn 2 Chandra at all here. So turn 3 Chandra into turn 3 Lukka. It's not great, but I mean, I'm not tossing this. Plus, if we hit a Blood Moon or otherwise, we're in great shape. Well, not great shape, good shape. Opponent mulls to 5. Yikes. All right. We soldier on. Yeah, so we had two great games there. And our opponent, unfortunately, just kind of had it all both times. So, I mean, I say had it all. In game 2, they had a turn where they assembled Tron and they didn't do anything, but then they just had the Ugin the next turn. But we could have played around it if I had done it correctly, so. Omelet. Okay. Omelet. Oh. I mean, I named that card. I didn't actually think it was going to happen. Sure. So I have 1 green that gets everything else. But I mean, all right. My 4-color deck is down to 2. We'll see, Alex. I never count a combo deck out. Don't count out the combo decks. You're gonna lose a lot of games that way. Exile the land? Didn't name it. Flooded Strand. Okay. Not normally, Roy, but we'll see. I mean, I'm just not willing to count out a deck like Amulet. Yeah, they shouldn't be playing it, but they might be. So if I hit a mana dork here, I kind of want to play this. And we'll Lukka it into an Emrakul next turn. My other option is to play Lukka and plus that to grab a creature, but I can just do this and grab Urian, which I can't cast anytime soon, but having a creature is important for what this deck's actually trying to do. Tracker. Main deck Tracker. See, this is the kind of stuff. It's kind of stuff that'll beat you. I don't think it's going to beat me, but it could have done. Could have done. Let's make some mana. Well, Doctor, we're going big and we're going home. Give me Felidar Guardian. Show me mama. Mom thumb. That's the turn. Cracks the clue. You got it. You fool! That was an extra permanent you had. Now you're defenseless. Oh, they go prime time. Nope. Either they had the Prime Evil Titan in their hand, or they had a Forest in their hand, but they can't have both. And unfortunately for them, my Chandra emblem's going to blow away their tracker before I attack. So it's not only is tracker not going to get to sit around and get swole, but they'll have less permanents to sacrifice. Bless us, sweet spaghetti overlords. I mean, I could just go for the kill them line of blow up the Grazer and attack them for 15 and then hit them for 5, but we'll see. We'll see how it all shakes out. First things first. Oh, that's an excellent draw. Throw some spaghetti in against the wall and see what sticks. That's the plan. Oath of Nissa. Bang! Sure, I'll grab another creature, just in case I need that. Chandra. Going upstairs. Boom! Take out the Grazer. Boom! Plus the Lukka. Boom! Wait, hold on. That's not really a boom. Oh no, don't worry, buddy. I took out the Grazer. No blocking Grazers today. Reach, irrelevant. Get them out of here with your reach. Yeah, I can tell you what you could reach. Oh, I can tell you what you could reach there. Alex, you can't just use Royd. They have to Roy you, or we have to Roy them. Nobody did any Roying there. Although, truth be told, even though I'm the one who invented or labeled the concept, who are Liam and Paul? Just more Magic friends. Liam was a dredge player who worked at the LGS with me, and he was very low energy, which is why his comment is a Lamau, because he he's just a super low energy person usually, but then when he played dredge, he was so energetic and it was so funny. um and a Lamau is one of the things he would actually say. He'd just be like, a Lamau. It was just very like deadpan, low energy voice all the time. Which was especially funny when he'd play dredge, because he'd be playing dredge and then physically he'd be like just like going off at you. Like he played dredge like it was a contact sport, but his voice was still so flat and deadpan. It was wonderful. It really was. It was a good crew there. Very good crew. Yeah. And then Paul was a teammate of mine. Um, he played our legacy seat usually. When he played modern, he would play this member, Etron. Yeah, yeah. Liam always wore headphones and pretty much almost always just around his neck, just like nonstop. But I mean, that's not as much a fundamental part of his character, I feel like, as some of the other stuff we've mentioned. So go breeding pool, shack. I guess I can play Oath first. Have I ever seen Paul on edge? Nope. Nope. Paul is just a cool guy. It's hilarious, really. I don't know. It sounds kind of scary. He's just such a rock. You know what I mean? Like, it's like, what would ever make him on edge? Just, ugh, I don't. Gives me the willies just thinking about it. Can I interest you in a wet willy, Roy? Second growth chamber. Forest is in their hand. Teleria West. Okay. So put that on red. Set my Blood Moon to stun. Play Sacred Foundry. Pass the turn. How to get a rock on edge. Flint, probably. Yeah. Seems like that would work. Ooh, Rex Age. Okay. Ain't even have to tutor it this time. It's okay, I got Lukka coming up. Coming up. Don't call this sucker a playboy, because silicone pots are made for toys. Man, they have a Titan coming down next turn, but no amulet. So Emrakul should be good enough. Titan getting a Caracas. It'd be tapped. It wouldn't stop me from attacking with the Emrakul. So it would get a tapped Caracas, Roy. My opponent wouldn't even be cheating right. Excuse me, you're not cheating right. Yeah, right. Got it. Yeah, obviously. If they were gonna cheat, they wouldn't cheat wrong. Exactly. Yeah, but I feel like even among cheaters, I feel like cheaters are like magicians and they must have terminology for certain cheats. Just like the rest of the world develops terminology around their cheats. Oh, I don't know if that was intentional. Um, the rest of the world develops terminology around cheats, like the drop kick and things like that, where, oh no. Wait, but if they have a Teleria West in their hand. Oh, but now they can't. Huh. I don't know what their plan is here. I don't know if they have a very good one. I think what they should have done, they could have gone T West for no, because they need to get the Dryad into play this turn as well as what they've done here, and I don't know that they can. Anyway, I feel like Roy within the world of cheating and is like the world of Magic is like there's like beginner cheats and there's like more advanced cheats, right? Like the dredge guy who shuffled a stomping ground back into his deck. Like that's a next level cheat and it's really hard to catch. Like it was just a good thing they had like an overhead cam of him while he was playing, and they could confirm without a shadow of a doubt that he dredged out his entire deck on camera before multiple times, and every time it had two stomping grounds in it, and therefore he couldn't be fetching a third while two were in his graveyard. Like, but that's a pretty advanced cheat to know to do that. Well, no, I mean it's like it's like I'm sure law enforcement etc. has to do stuff like that, or people who are responsible for I don't know forgeries or whatnot. Like you have to, yeah, yeah. I mean they do. Um, the difficult thing and the smart cheaters cheat in a way where they can play it off as just a GRV, and if they're good at it, you really can't tell. Um, the only way you can do it is if they consistently do the same kind of cheat, and the paper trail exists for judges, but then the judges have to follow it, which is tricky. Um, but it is important to call game rules violation on your opponents, and if you're the person who makes a mistake, and I'm totally serious about this, if you are the person who makes a mistake, start creating a precedent for yourself and other people around you who are honest players to call a judge on yourself, especially if it's a competitive event. No. Yeah. I mean, I think I understood that, Roy, but yeah, I mean, it's no problem with you being clear on that. Yeah, right. So like Phoenix, that's a clever cheat because it's really hard for you guys to be like, "Hey, they were cheating." And it's really easy for them to be like, "No, the dude was just late." Now it is I believe it's against the rules for them to, they saw where their team was. They should have taken proactive actions not to walk behind your team. But if it's the first time they've done that in that event, it's really hard for the judge staff to say like, obviously you should have known, because that's kind of fine print kind of thing. Like it's easy for people to honestly make that mistake without having tried to cheat. So that's the harder part. But anywho, right, and that is the kind of thing that you should let the judge staff know, is that even if it's included in announcements. I mean, yeah, but I don't always assume that everyone listens to all the announcements. But yeah, I mean, if you make that announcement, you should assume that people would be listening. Can I keep this? I probably shouldn't. No, we can go 5. We're in the dark, so if we get thought seized, we get thought seized. But No, I'd rather have Karn than Sholmes. There we go. Oh my god, what? Dude, that's never gonna fly. No, I don't think any event is that big, dude. I don't think any event is that big that the judge staff isn't going to be informed about a DQ. Yeah. Well, I just love the idea of like one of the judges being like, "Can we make can we make an announcement about this?" and someone else being like, "Do we have to?" It's like, "Yeah, apparently we do. Apparently we have to make a goddamn announcement about not not being an idiot basically. If you're going to cheat and then get caught, right, that's what I'm saying. Like Alex is also a judge, and like in large events, like judges have downtime where they can talk to each other, and usually they talk about crazy crap that's been happening. Whoa, Alex! I've seen Paul shuffle. Paul shuffling is beautiful. Paul's shuffling is not a crime. Oh, okay. I thought they were gonna mill me. All right. I would like to draw a Felidar Guardian sooner than later. That I might not lose this. Yikes. Oh, I've never heard of that type of shuffling referred to as nickel and diming. It makes sense, but my favorite is the idea that someone was like, well, you do that first and then you shuffle properly. In this context, you're putting 2 cards and then a land. 2 cards and then a land. It's, yeah, mana weaving. Yeah, mana weaving is the sort of, I would say, more commonplace delivery of that. Sorry, I'm just inferring. As soon as he said nickel and diming, perfect ratios, never did it again, I'm like, oh, it must be mana weaving. I mean, there's ways to do it where it looks legit, but it's not. The first time you ever sleeve a deck, you mana weave. Yeah, I mean that makes some amount of sense. When it's sorted, mana weaving's like just a way to like redistribute it quickly. But I believe I've seen some kind of holy crap um, evidence to the effect that you just get the same effect by just by just mashing like 7 times. If you take a truly fully sorted deck and you just like randomly smash it together 7 times, which is fast, and then you could do it like 30 times if you want to, you will get a very, very quick, very, very true random distribution. Well, being on the draw, we're going to end up being a little slow here. I can Karn into a relic. Yeah, I mean, you can do whatever you want. As long as you mash it 7 times, you can believe whatever you want to believe. But I believe it's truly randomly distributed at that point, so I don't really care what you do. I think I have to Karn Wish for Bridge and then figure out a way to survive the rest of their Creeping Chills later. Because otherwise I'm just not going to survive. I can copy Bird for an extra mana. The extra mana doesn't help me right now, Pogo Shark. Not anything that I need, no. But I think I have to go Karn for Bridge and hope that saves me. I guess I could go Karn for Relic, cycle the Relic on their turn, and try to hit a Felidar Guardian. Yeah, that's not useful right now, Roy. I mean, it's good information, but it's not useful information. Okay, opponent just told me that their hand is full of uncastable cards. I don't know if I necessarily believe them, but... So, let's scry. Okay, so that gets Felidar or Emrakul next turn. So we'll go Karn. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So let's assume that they kill my Saheeli, kill my prized amalgam, hit me for 3, I go to 10. If I put a Tormod's Crypt into play now, I can survive a hit from a couple Creeping Chills. So the question is, does Emrakul win me the game at that point? I don't know that it does, but I also don't think I really have many other choices here. So they have a Gravecrawler in their graveyard right now. So I guess I have to draw step Crypt them here. Which doesn't feel great, but no new cards in this deck, Elrodius-san. I also don't know if there's any new cards in the next deck. So I apologize. I'm just not super high on Strixhaven. It hasn't given me a lot of things that I'm excited to build around in Modern. Not that that's necessarily a bad thing, but I think the additions to Modern are by and large small and sort of granular. The second cast? Okay, we're just dead. Sultai Crabvine just coming out swinging. I don't think I want Veils. But do I want Madcap? I think that I do. Now, Platinum Emperion will get in the way of Lukka getting Emrakul. But by and large, I don't think that they can remove it. Although I guess the danger is that they'll probably bring in some kind of artifact or enchantment removal for the Karn that they saw. So maybe it's best just to leave them out, because then both of my Lukka and the Madcaps are getting the Platinum Emperion, and it's just super vulnerable. My main deck setup is reasonable here. Blood Moon is a lockout against them, so we can just play into that. Alrighty. Oh yeah, hand is hot fire. This hand is obscene. This is like as good as it gets. Shit. Wasn't expecting that. Although if I had a Veil in my hand, I wouldn't have held it. Alright. They have to take the Blood Moon. I don't think they can afford not to. Yeah. But assuming they don't have removal, I have turn 3 Lukka. I guess if they have another discard spell, I won't, but that's fine. that on white. Tap, untap. Going nuts here, baby. Noble Hierarch. Show me the glory. Well, thanks for dropping by, GamerGot. You can hang out and watch if you want. I trust you not to tell your friend what I'm doing. All right, cool. Have a good one. I don't know if it. No, I was just saying that I wouldn't, like, you don't need to leave if you don't want to, because my default is to trust people. I just don't. I don't need that in my life. Test for blue. Attention anchor. Okay. So I think mom will be good enough this game. Yeah, right on, dude. Whatever makes you happy. Whatever makes you happy. You know what? If it makes you happy, it can't be that bad. Opponent says, I don't know what your deck is doing, but it's baller. My response was, smiley face. Smiley face. Lukka, Coppercoat, Outcast. Wee! Mom's home. No, because Emrakul's not disappointed. Emrakul is an emotionless mass. They didn't hit. Oh, they do have a Vengevine, so they're gonna get back some stuff. Not too much though. They have enough to sack to Emrakul here, but they're still in big trouble. Maybe not. It's a lot of stuff. The issue is they're mostly dead. Really? Yeah, you don't have a flying blocker now. What? Bold move. I'll allow it. Oh, what did they mill? Shoot, I should have paid more attention. Cause So I'm gonna continue to not board in the Emperions, but well, it's not great. But opponent kept their 7. How much better can I do? I mean, a lot, but in 80 cards. Am I willing to risk it for the bicket? Risk it for the biscuit? This has almost all the mana I need. We have double acceleration, so well, more. This hand has double acceleration, right? I mean, the double Felidar is not good, but double acceleration is very good. So I not saying I was right, just heavily implying it. I ain't saying I was right, but I ain't saying I was did wrong. I'm not mad, disappointed. I'm not disappointed, just mad. He's quite mad, you know. Quite crazy. At Mordecai's glimpse. Yeah. Oof. But no amalgams. Just flat out no amalgams. There's a blood gas, but it's not coming back this turn. Oh, go all in on that. Oh, they didn't go all in. Because I could play Chandra this turn. And blow up that carrion feeder. Which takes them off their 1 zombie. Yeah, that's I'm pretty sure that's the play. I really want to shock for another color here, but I don't think that I can. Which means the next turn I'm locked into playing Chandra plus Bop. I don't really mind that, though. Poke. Boom. Gravecrawler out of the hand. Rats. Okay. No land is nice, though. No land is really good. All right. So, Bop. Hold on. Which means the next turn I can start putting in these Felidar Guardians. Yeah, that's the plan. We're going to try to grind down what they have. Because they're going to hit me for 5. I go to 8. Then I put the Guardian in. And I can trade the Arbor Elf at that point. Then I can put the second Guardian in. And then we're basically through their dorks. That doesn't have haste this turn. That's really, really important right now. Chandra +1, 2-mana moon. Holy crap. But then Chandra would die. Unless I jump block. I would... think I'd rather have her in reserve. I can play Felidar into Felidar this turn, I think, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. But I can move the Utopia Sprawl with the first Felidar, set it on white on the second land. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Go down to 1, move the Sprawl, put it on white. Yep. So I get 2 Felidars into play this turn. Those will block both the Gravecrawlers. I take 3, and then I should be in the clear. Okay. One, two, three, yeah, 4. Cool. Sprawl goes out. Sprawl comes back. White. And it goes there. Felidar Guardian. I could blink the Felidar Guardians back and forth infinitely right now. I can chump block with Arbor Elf if I want to. So let's set up to do that. Because Arbor Elf, while it does give me a bunch of mana, I already have 5 plus double red, blue, white. So I have all my bases covered. So if for any reason I feel jumpy here, I can just triple block. Rock Champion would be great here. It would not be bad. It would not be bad. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I could just get Urian and flicker my whole board. Or I can play Chandra. Yeah, that's what we could end up doing, Roy. Although against the Creeping Chill deck, it's not so good right now. Is it better to get the Urian this turn? Yeah, it probably is, huh? Big boy. Big Daddy Sky Noodle. Scraw! Don't slide the moon. They don't play a lot of instants, but no, I wouldn't take the risk. I will slide the 2 tap mana dorks just in case. Like, they could have Dismember, and then I don't really know what that would do, but nothing good. Nothing good comes of that. Nothing good comes from Phyrexia. Opponent says GG's. Opponent's attacking. Yeah, all right. I knew I was willing to trade the Arbor Elf. Let's put my money where my mouth is. Should have let the game be closer and not casted Blood Moon lol. Uh, closer for you, maybe. I almost lost. Right. Dismemberment is a valid strategy to attain the greater good. No, I'm not. I think my opponent says they lost badly, but they were a slightly better glimpse the unthinkable away from winning that. So I really do believe that we could easily have lost that game, but got slightly luckier, and that's just fine. Jammed the Blood Moon, gave him the good old saffron olive treatment. Oh, Mord, if you're still here, do you remember where E Principe is from? Is he Portuguese or is he Italian? And by Portuguese, I think I mean Brazilian Portuguese. I can't remember. Guess Mord's not here. Would I like to play first? Yes, I think I would. Gamer got PRX. That's what I'm put on this earth to do. That and rub garlic or chili oil into my eyes. That is the most fun thing ever. Yep, definitely love this. All right, so I can go turn 2 Saheeli, turn 3 Karn, and at that point, hopefully find something as good as that Lukka to play. Playing a game right now, drawn 13 lands straight. Holy moly. Yo, been there, done that. It is brutality. Oh, why do I do this? All right, wash your hands, people. Not just because the COVID, but you gotta. Any Strixhaven cards that have impressed you so far, either from playing with or against? No. Not ones that have impressed me more or less than I thought they would. Like Clever Lumimancer feels like it is a card that is very much potentially on the power level of Modern. KJ Jenkins, I try to play a lot of different stuff on the stream. I really like Enigmatic, but with the recent patch, there's been a lot of lag, and it's made playing that deck very difficult. So at the moment, not as much enigmatic happening. But I will be back on it, I'm sure, but it's just pour milk into your eyes. That'll fix it. Yeah, that's the plan. Hierarch. I think I'll bottom that. So is there any good thing for Karn to get against Burn? I mean, Platinum Emperion, but do plus or play Arbor? I plussed. I could have played the Arbor, I know that. I was making mention of it, but I decided to comment on Alex's stupid milk thing instead. I don't... I think this Scry is basically just as valuable. I think they're pretty likely to kill the Saheeli. I mean, they can't leave it there, right? They are in fact leaving it there. Also, they're... Oh! Incinerator Burn. Top card is Blood Moon. Womp womp. Okay. Incinerator Burn. So... this turn I could go Karn and grab a 1-drop and play it. But I don't think that's particularly good. Yeah, Karn really doesn't do much in this matchup, huh? So 3, 4, 5, 6. If I draw another mana source. All right. So yeah, that doesn't really help me at all. What's on top? Emrakul. Go bottom that. Say Moon? What does Moon do for me? Wait, who's saying that? Phoenix. Okay. Say Moon. Play Arbor Elf plus Moon? I guess it cuts them off of Boros Charms. Go for Emperion and go for the Long Haul. Yeah, I mean, that is an idea. They've got a Swiss Spear. One assumes they have a 1-mana burn spell. But if they don't... Yeah. Yeah, I think if we're going for the long haul, though, yeah, we can play Arbor Elf into Blood Moon this turn. Hopefully this darn Goblin Guide finally draws me a land. I do keep putting myself in the position where if we hit a Felidar Guardian, it's just over. Wait, what is the actual text? Spell costs X less to cast, where X is the total amount of non-combat damage dealt to your opponents. Okay. So they cannot possibly cast that. They can draw a double Goblin Guide, though. Oh, double draw. Alright. I think they're hitting me. Alright. So we're like maximized to draw the Felidar Guardian there. It didn't, but that's fine. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I can bridge. It won't block out the Swiss Spear. Wait, it won't block out anything. Because I'll have 2 cards in hand. Well, crap. Play Domri, have Arbor Elf fight one of their creatures and die. Play Domri, clone Arbor Elf, have the cloned Arbor Elf fight one of their creatures. Now we're thinking with portals. I mean, that actually might be the right line. Because then an Arbor Elf could block. Gives me more time for more mana next turn. Three. Could tap everything, but no, I want to leave both the creatures up if I'm taking that line. Alright. Domri. Make a clone. This doesn't say untapped or anything, right? Okay, so we can go attack. Maximize. Attack for 2. Got him. I could have also cast Karn, but I think I need to keep these guys back to block still. I think it just doesn't... That's non-combat damage. They're shooting me? Okay. So they just have a bolt or a spike or whatever. Alright, nothing mattered. Nothing mattered, but it's all good. They had a pretty damn good draw, so... And we played multiple turns there where we could have gotten it. We didn't, but we could have. So let's get these Blood Moons out and put in Platy and the caps. Platy and the caps. Platy and the caps. Yeah, Odin's, oh, thanks for the follow there, Chris 9005. Yeah, no, none of the Strixhaven cards have impressed me, but a few of them have, like, existed, and I'm happy about those. Silver Quill Enforcer? Whatever the black-white card is, the 3/2 that's like Meddling Mage knockoff. I like that card. Again, the Lumimancer is doing pretty much exactly what everyone thought it would be doing. Although I haven't seen anyone playing the crazy-ass Niv Magus build. Everyone I've run into is just like running like Boros Prowess with Lumimancer in it. You love Mila and Lukka, but have they impressed you? That's the question. Opponent's not on Luris. Oh, but the Seal of Fire makes it easier for them to get the Incinerator. Right. They keep up this MDFC design, we might see BTL banned. Well, nothing from this set is busting stuff. Well, we're going to find out, Odin's. I don't want to spoil anything for the future, but I think if you keep your ears open, Magma Opus is going to get some attention from brewers like you. Okay, good. Neither of those are creature removal. Double light. Okay. It's like a light at the end of the tunnel over there. When are we running Magma, Opus, and Gear Hulk? Which Gear Hulk? Torrential? Yes, that's the one that makes the most sense. Miss an attack feels bad, man. Yo, you're right. You're right. Once again, my artifacts are not great here. Well, the red Gear Hulk could flip it for a huge amount of damage, right? Yeah, that I see that more. That's really like that feels like a pioneer level thing, but certainly something we can be doing. I think I want to try that with Spellweaver Volute or Spellweaver's Helix. But Fat Caster Mage is one of my favorite cards of all time. I don't own 3 foil ones for nothing. Am I playing the Karn here or the Saheeli? Saheeli's like just definitely better, right? They're gonna play Eidolon. Next turn I can go Karn, Liquimetal. They're either playing Eidolon or double Lava Spike. Yeah, I think. Jeez. Can't find nothing. No friggin' action. No friggin' action. Eidolon. Interesting choice. Eidolon into Lava Spike. Wild. I don't know what to say about that.
Side effects may include dry mouth, nausea, vomiting, water retention,
Oh.
painful recollection, dementia, psychosis, coma, death, and halitosis. Magic is not for everyone. Consult your doctor before use.
Welcome, welcome, Wise Otter. No, opponents, no coward. They noticed that I missed an attack earlier and they wanted to fix it for me. That's what it was. It's very kind of them. So I don't have 6 mana if I don't want to shock. Fetch the Emperion. It's in my deck right now. Along with the Madcap experiments. Skewer. Okay. Oh, there's bunches. There's a whole bunch of stuff to actually spend your beans on now. We are real stream now, buddy. We are a real stream now. They know what the place is? The face is the place? Are you telling me the face is the place? Because I got to tell you something, buddy. I agree. Face is the place. We are play Walking Ballista and make pass. So they don't have lethal because they would have killed me. I severely respect their choice of this Kamigawa Mountain. This thing is freaking gorgeous. I wonder if they have the lethal now. Oh, doesn't look like it. They had to play Goblin Guide. -2 Sahelion Ballista for the amazing play. Yo, why didn't I see that? I could have had a dead Eidolon on the other side and a dead Ballista on my side. It would have been great. Lukka's on top. Okay. So that gets me either Madcap or Emrakul. Sorry, not Madcap. It gives me Felidar or Platinum or Emrakul. So let's leave their Eidolon in play. And shoot the Goblin Guide. Spike me. Opponent, you know it's illegal for you to have lethal here, right? Skewer me. Okay, I'm at 2. Okay. Whew. Huh. Okay. So, yeah, okay. I do have double red. This says, whenever a source you control deals non-combat damage to an opponent, Chandra's considered deals that much damage to target creature or planeswalker that player controls. Okay. So Saheli copy the bird. That's the only way I got double red. And then we'll see where we end up. Oh, I can just go infinite cats, right? Yeah, I just go cat combo here. I mean, it depends on what I hit. If I hit Emrakul right away, it's actually bad for me. But if I hit the Platinum Emperion or a Felidar Guardian, I'm a happy camper. So, Copy the birds. Red. Red. Okay. So the worst thing for me to hit is Emrakul. Mom, stay at home. Okay, good. Got him. Where is it? Oh, get the awesome win? Sure. Oh, we're winning. This is one of those decks where we put in all the win conditions. Lukka laugh. It certainly could have. Opponent conceded within 1 cycle. That was nice. I'll be back in 1 second. Oh, yeah. Thanks, Mord. I wasn't going to cast it, though, because the triggers were going to drive me crazy. All right. Apologies, folks. Forgot about the Eidolon. Well, the reason the altar does not win just as fast. Unless you're talking about doing 2 Felidars, but one of them's a token, so no, the altar doesn't win just as fast. And second, because of the way Moto is gonna make me stack triggers, it would have been really, really tilting to actually try to execute that. This has Madcap, but it doesn't have enough mana. This has Madcap, but it doesn't have any mana. No fast mana. I guess I could keep this and just hope I draw some kind of acceleration. Yeah. The problem is with the 80 card deck, I'm not like... I don't count on myself finding another one of my 3-ofs too easily. And because they're playing the Incinerator package... Oh, great. I have a Karn on top. Because they're playing the Incinerator package, I'm not... feeling like super confident about or I'm feeling slightly more confident about their kill not being on turn 3 so consistently. Although I guess if they had the turn 4 kill, I'll die. But Cest Lovey. Oh Jesus. Oh, okay. I was worried it was another creature. And this sucks too, but Emrakul on top. I'm gonna shuffle that. So it looks like we're probably fun policed out of this game, but that was fairly likely to happen on the draw. Although that's the card that gets us there. That's the card that gets us where we want to go. I have to shock for red mana now. I screwed up. I was trying to think of like, oh, if I draw another untapped land, then I won't need to take any damage from my mana. But that's not how this is going to work. Lightning Bolt. That puts me to 1. Yeah, we're just we're not going to make it. There is no basic mountain in this deck anyway. And they had another spell. All right, just dead. It's okay. We weren't going to beat that even with a better hand. If we had any acceleration at all, they would have bolted it there, so. Died on turn 3 to burn. It wasn't as likely because they were playing this Incinerator build with light up the stages, but I mean, I think it would be very few and far between the decks that would actually beat that hand at a burn, though. Larynx, like even I mean, if I had turn 1 and turn 2 removal, or Creeping Chills. Those were like the reasonable things that would beat that. But like Tron would have died to that in no effort flat. E-Tron could have had the Chalice on too. That would have been fine. Yeah, they had a good hand. But we're 2-2 with this deck, so we're on the bubble for people's predictions. So we're heading into the burrito match. I know I haven't, Larynx. I have never done that. But what's the feeling when you keep that hand and then they turn to cathartic into, triple Creeping Chill? Dredge is almost impossible. Yeah, Creeping Chill is a real kick in the teeth for burn, huh? It's not an okay card. Yeah, I know. It was the bad matchup before, and then now it's just abysmal. I'm your favorite? What about Chase? Don't abandon Chase just because he hasn't streamed 2 challenges in a row. Maybe your favorite modern Janklord. Chase has got his mono green storm deck. He's got that everything takes half your life total deck with Death Shadows. I definitely keep this on the play. Chase's decks are all legitimate. I call BS on that. Mono green storm is not legitimate. I played them too. I recorded them on stream. Well, mono green storm at least. Oh, can you link that video you made about punishing thieves? Is Lukka good? I mean, it's pretty good in this deck. It's not good generally, but it's pretty good in this deck. Yeah, that's a draw. Green is busted. Storm is busted. How's that deck not legitimate? Thank you, Shwen. Yeah. Well, that's always the way of. Did you see my article about Legacy? That whole thing is completely shot. Roy, can you spell check that for me? I guess is the holy crap. They also had a Thoughtseize. God, flip you, opponent. Woof. All my friends get their own command. Oh, they get. There's no way they have another discard spell, right? Right? Or a bolt, or a fatal push. I think the command is just moored, but I'm not 100%. There is one. I don't remember what it's written as, but it does exist. Okay, so let's go 1, 2, 3, 4. Cats. You got the pole, and that's all you care about. I think it's commands. I think it's just commands. Roy must have stepped out. Oh, opponent conceded. I found the line. I cast the cat. Yeah. All right, we're up a game against one of the best decks in the format. You go to hell. You go to hell and you die. Don't need Domri. And I don't need... Mord is right. Oh, it's the stupid Alex command. That's fine. That's not the kind of commands we write here, Alex. That doesn't give you the information you need. .305.7. 305.7. JDS is overhype poo poo. Prove me wrong. I've been proving you wrong for a while. I die to that deck a lot. Do I also want the Madcaps? No. Yes. They have my density. Kind of. Although I have to board out something, obviously, so I don't know. Definitely Domri plus something else for the Veils. Chandra. Oh, this pile's been sick, Dry Boomer. Dry Bomber? Dry Boomer. Alright. In game 3, if I have to, Or if I think it's smart, I'll bring in the Madcaps, but I'm not sure. And when you swing by, you can always type !deck in the chat, and usually it's accurate. Although if it's not, I'm usually fairly quick to act on fixing it. Can I keep this hand? I mean, I can. I'm all good. I won game one, Shauna. I won game one. All right, so I'm gonna need you to step off with the aggression. Need channel points like you need a hole in your head. Nobody needs channel points, Shauna. It's like food. Thanks for the follow there, Dry Boomer. People like dogs, sir. Yes, dogs are idiots. I mean, if I came into your house and I was pawing at your crotch and slobbering all over your face, what would you say? You did it, sir. Oh, man. That's a great moment. Oh, Jesus. 6-card Dirtle. I'm against the Thoughtseize deck. What do you want? I kept a hand with 4 mana sources. All I have to do is rip into all the good stuff. See? We're gonna be fine. You're worrying about nothing. Forget the fact that I have no red mana. It's not important. Yeah, looks like Luke is going down. Jeez, that's rough. Schwen. Chupacabra, your Emrakul. Good lord. Where we're going, we don't need red mana. I may have an Oath. So, you kind of right. I mean, you are not wrong. Got the one hitter. Either Vile on 4. What could happen? I love that. That's a great moment. Crater Maker, yeah. Crater Maker's a good boy. Oh, here comes the Croxa, huh? Yeah. I don't think there is a 781.4B. But my point is, I don't think there's a 781. There are 700s because that's like the chapter 7 section of the comp rules. But so I think that's the section on like multiplayer. Rules 700. General. There we go. Anything that happens in a game is an event. Multiple events may take place during the resolution of a spell or ability. The text of a triggered ability and replacement effects defines the event they're looking for. One happening may be treated as a single event by one ability and as multiple events by another. A triggered ability that reads whenever this creature becomes blocked by a creature. I've never used their rulebook. What would I do? Read it? Do you think I am? Some kind of college boy? Some kind of jackass? I don't know how this can get me out of here, but it starts with an Oath of Nissa. Nahiri the Harbinger. That'll exile Croxa if I survive a turn. I have to chump block. And I take 3, 4. If they have a bolt, I'm just gonna die. But I could live. No Thoughtseize. Well, even people who have read some or all of the rules wouldn't necessarily have been able to tell you that that was a rule or anything surrounding it. Yeah, I'm not going to 1 here. I'm trying, Shauna. I'm trying, but I mean, look what I'm dealing with. Look at what I'm dealing with here. Freaking amateurs, you know. It's just still getting around it. Okay, I would like an untapped land. I guess that, yeah, technically. And this only matters if they have no removal in their hand. And even then, not really. I have to chump block the Scourge. Probably go to 4. I guess they could attack my Nahiri and guarantee that they could. I'm really surprised they didn't attack with the Swift Spear last turn. Usually people on attacky decks are better at them. Yeah, see, that's better. It's like a free attack. Yeah, this is the exact attack I was expecting here. The only reason they'd attack me is if they had the bolt, and if they had the bolt, I was going to die anyway. Yikes. I think I might be kind of dead here. I think I kind of agree with that. I think there are potential outs, but not bloody likely. Ever getting a good streak and you feel anxiety before you get into a new league, or is it just you? It's not just you, but I would say usually what happens to me, Mord, is I don't realize I had a good streak until I start losing with a deck, and I go, oh, I was really lucky the first time I played this deck, and I'm not being as lucky anymore, and it is not good to not be as lucky. But I've never been someone who gets a lot of queue anxiety because I'm kind of an idiot. I'm just not very long-sighted. Very nearsighted. Thus the glasses. All right. Technically, I've read very select parts of the rules, but only when trying to do morally dubious things like forcing WotC to rat a brain in the jar to save their format, or to tell Bluetron players that their Mindslaver lock actually does not meet the criteria for what the game considers a shortcuttable game state, and they will have to play it out manually at a GP when I want to force a draw. I believe you're correct on the Mindslaver lock. You're an idiot, but it doesn't save you from queue anxiety. So you're just a different kind of idiot from me. Got it. It may not be within the rules, Shauna. So I've got double acceleration plus Veil of Summer. I mean, I have an Emrakul in my hand, but I kept the Nahiri's in, so maybe we'll just draw one of those, right? And if I find a Lukka gets me the Platinum Emperion anyway. It may be the case, Shauna, that Mindslaver lock fails to meet the criteria as listed in the actually it's the MTR Magic Tournament rules is where you have the rules for loops. Yeah, it makes sense that it's not shortcuttable.
It's hammer time!
I'm hitting him with the hammer here, Liz. How you doing? Hitting him with the Veil Hammer. That is almost exactly what I wanted to draw. Thank you, deck. That is almost exactly more what I wanted to draw. So we can go Fetch, Shock, Stomping Grounds. Stomping Ground. No, I can't. Shoot. Stupid Flooded Strand. Because I need to put the Sprawl on green if I want to double accelerate this turn. And then they can get me off of the Lukka if they kill... No, I can't even cast the Lukka if I don't. So probably just play Sprawl Arbor Elf. Oh, I could play Elf Bird, right? And that kind of puts me in an okay spot. Yeah, okay. They can stop me from getting the turn 3 Lukka if they kill either of my creatures, but at least I'll have double red the turn after. Okay. See how she goes. Yeah. That sucks. Alright, we'll just top deck something hot again. Right? Right? They always have double discard or triple removal. Whatever they need. I mean, Mindslaver is just not that fast in terms of the mechanics of it, Shauna. Hey, how's it going there, Hands? Yeah, that's not what I wanted to see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Can't Uriah this turn. So played sealed, got crushed. You can always talk to my good friend, the harmful one, Liz Harms, who I believe is around. I believe her advice mostly will start off with, well, first you want to open a great pool. And then have fun. You can't lose. You can always play MTG Arena. It's basically free to play sealed there, and plenty of chumps. Plus, it's broken into leagues based on skill, so I will take the 4. I will take the 4. Maybe they go Fetch, Shock, Self-Bolt, TBR? Wouldn't quite kill me. Still alive. Good draw. Very good draw. Yeah. Yeah, I can get behind the not enjoying video game MTG. So I could have attacked them for 1 here, but I didn't. And that was very much intentional. If somehow they don't have a way to shrink their Death Shadow, then it's not big enough to get past my Orion. So they didn't do anything with their mana this turn. This makes me assume they had Kolaghan's Command? No. I can get behind not considering sealed a real format. Well, I mean, what's the highest level of competition at which it's played? I mean, that's the shortest answer to, is it a real format? And by the way, that also means for the moment, certainly Legacy and Vintage, but Modern are not real formats. Although I guess outside of official WotC play, there are huge events for, say, Legacy. So maybe Legacy gets to qualify based on that. Pre-release events are a blast. I don't think anyone's going to say pre-releases aren't fun. Pre-releases are very fun. But they should stay fun and not competitive, in my opinion. The more competitive they get, the more fun they ain't. Alright. Save me, Vale. Save me. Good lord. So if I attack them and they have any non-black removal, I'm just dead. But I think that is, by and large, the best way to win this game. Yeah. In it to win it. No holding back. Alright, you got 10/10 shadows. What are you going to do with them? If I played the Temple Garden here... Yeah, knew it. I knew it was KCOM last turn when they didn't play anything. Come on. Oh, no. Uh-huh. Please tell me they have a shock land in their hand and they just hit me for exactly 12. Oh. Inquisition. Exactly 12 because of the Inquisition. Good lord. All right. I couldn't beat that. I mean, they had the exact discard they needed in the early game, even though... Oh my god, why? Oh. Oh. All right. So this deck was a blast. It certainly could go better than it did for me there. But I don't think you can play something that's more of a blast and a pretty reasonable combination of combos if you want to play an 80 card deck with a bunch of different combos in it. So Lukka into Emrakul is a deck concept I like a lot. Once upon a time, I recorded a deck that you can find on my YouTube that is called Maximum on Lukkadrive, which is playing 4 Lukkas, 4 Emrakuls, and 4 Through the Breach with a very similar combination of dorks to this deck. That deck was a blast. Also was playing Blood Moon and a bunch of like Stone Rains and Pillages and stuff. This one's playing Saheeli Cat. It's probably better. The Karn felt incredibly lackluster in this list. And the Madcap Platinum Emperion package out of the sideboard was like kind of meh. Night Shana. So I'm not 100% sure that's where this deck needs to be, but it also could have just been that it was a 2-3. It could have been that things just barely broke, not in our favor. I mean, that last game could have been a win if things worked out differently. They didn't, obviously, but I did make the reasonable choice attacking them with Urian because if I hadn't, they were going to crush me anyway. So putting myself with one attack for the win was the right place to be. I don't think we made any misplays there. They just had the string of discard and stuff. Karns could just be Pyros or something. Yeah, Seasoned Pyromancer might buy you a lot of time and combines really well with Saheeli. So that might be a great choice for this deck. It's just so much mana, and when you're not playing the 60 card version. In the 60 card version of this deck, you're more likely to hit your Arbor Elf Utopia Sprawl early game, which gives you a turn 2 Karn, which is much more powerful than a turn 3 or later. And this deck, just the likelihood of ever doing that is much lower, and Karn just generally isn't that great. And since so much of the sideboard is taken up with other stuff, you don't actually have the biggest Karn wish board. I guess it gives you access to Altar of the Brood to mill out Heliod. Yeah, we do want to turn the 1-drops into 15 drops, so that messes with your Lukka plan. So yeah, that's definitely something that's worth trying to figure out. Anywho, we're going to be moving on to our next deck, but if you're in the future watching this on the YouTube, make sure to hit that like button, smash that subscribe button, and check out any other video that you are interested in. And I'll see you there.